Okay, welcome back, London Eye Mystery, chapter 24. So, where were we? What's happened? Kat has left. We have no idea where she is. And Ted is left in a position that he does not like being in. He's going to have to lie. So, let's see how he gets on. Chapter 24. Bingo. I went upstairs before Mum and the others found me. I didn't want to have to explain anything. I didn't want to have to tell the Tiffany lie. But first I fetched the phone book. I wanted to find out which page Kat had torn out. You would think that it would be easy, but it wasn't. The Business and Service Book for London has 989 pages. The pages are floppy and thin. When one page is missing, it doesn't automatically open on that page. You have to search page by page until you see a break in the page numbering at the top. I started at the beginning, with businesses that are called things with number beginnings, like 00 Finance. By page 6, you're on the A's. By page 75, you're on the B's. By Eye of the Needle Software Solutions, my own eyes were like needles and my fingers were black. The pages rubbed against my finger pads like cotton wool as I turned them. Sweat trickled down my neck. The cool breeze of the morning had gone. The temperature was climbing. Downstairs, I heard the police arrived. I started on the F's. By family to fashion, I was beginning to wonder about going the other way, starting on the Z's and working backwards. But I'd seen Kat hunting through the book, and I'd had the impression she'd been looking nearer the start. Then I remembered about mirrors. I picked up the book and rifled through it the way Kat had done, but in front of the mirror on my wardrobe door. Mirror image, the other way round, back to front, depending on how you look at it. I remembered Kat staring at me after I'd asked her about the letters in the book appeared to the right way round and not back to front. Then I dropped the phone book. Ont front. My favourite weather word. Why hadn't I thought of it sooner? I skipped forward through fashion, felt, Fisher, flowers, fortune. Sure enough, page 333 to 334 was missing, as were all entries between frocks galore and futon futura. The rest was easy. Ont line EQ. Front line security. I said out loud what Dad says whenever he finishes the weekend crosswords. Bingo. Okay, so they've worked out what the words were on the t-shirt, and Ted has worked out where Kat is going to go in. So that chapter was a very short one, so we'll read part of chapter 5. We'll read on. Chapter 25, the TV crew. I went downstairs. I'd worked out what Kat had worked out, and I was glad. But now I needed to think some more. What was the next thing to do? The police were in the kitchen. The door was open. I did some more eavesdropping. I heard Detective Inspector Pierce saying, "It could have been anyone phoning, Gloria, not necessarily Salim. Anybody who found or borrowed his phone." And then another police officer. "Sometimes mobile phones ring a number of their own accord when the keypad's not locked." It wasn't very interesting, and while all the grown-ups' attention was diverted, I decided it was a good time to take action. I crept into the living room and picked up the phone. One thing I know about, because Mum has shown me, is getting an unknown number through directory inquiries. The 6 numbers to dial are in my head. I dialed them and a man answered. "Frontline security," I said. "London." He put me through to an automatic voice which gave me an 11-digit number. I memorised it. I hung up and dialed the number. There was music playing and then a recorded message. "Welcome to Frontline Security, the #1 London security company. We supply stewards, ticket collectors, body searchers and guards with two-way radios. Whether you're hosting a celebrity party, a fireworks show, a popular concert or an exhibition, we can meet all your requirements. Frontline Security, your complete security solution. Please hold while we put you through to an operator." The music started again, my free hand flapping. I was still waiting for the operator when Rashid came in. I wondered if I should put the phone down, but he smiled at me and said nothing. He fetched his jacket from the back of the armchair and left the room. I was still on hold. The recorded announcement went round another time, then another. Halfway through the 4th time, there was a click, and a real woman's voice saying, "Hello, Frontline Security, can I help you?" I said. "Hello?" the woman said again. I didn't know what to say. "Hello?" My mind spun like the vortex of a tropical cyclone. "Hello? Is anybody there? Frontline Security?" I hung up. Just as I did so, I heard a big van draw up outside. Doors slammed, voices shouted, the doorbell rang. I looked out of the window. A television crew had arrived. Aunt Gloria and Rashid had decided to go public. Within minutes, the house was full of men in jeans and trainers, carrying cables, cameras, light stands, microphone. The living room was very busy indeed. Sometimes when Dad asks Mum how work was, she says the ward was like Piccadilly Circus. I imagine flashing lights and people bumping into each other and drug trolleys zooming around like fast cars, and that's how it was in our living room now. Nobody noticed me standing by the telephone. Detective Inspector Pierce talked on her mobile. Aunt Gloria searched for her makeup bag. Mum helped a cameraman plug a camera light into the socket behind the sofa. She looked up and saw me. "Ted, there you are. Where's Kat?" My mouth opened, but no words came out. Instead, the cameraman said, "Pass the plug over, love." And Mum was distracted. Seconds later, a man with a thin, frowning face said, "Let's roll." But instead of rolling, another man said, "Lights, camera, action, take one." Aunt Gloria sat on the sofa. Rashid sat next to her. She'd put on some bright orange lipstick, and this made her face look whiter than usual, and the skin between her eyelashes and eyebrows looked bruised. "This is a message," she began. She swallowed, took Rashid's hand. "A message. If you are holding Salim, if you know where my boy is, if you think you might have seen him, please, please come forward. We'll do anything to have him back. He's our boy. Just a call to let us know where he's safe. Just to let us know he's alive." Her face crumpled. "The word is crippling us. Please, the worry is crippling us. Please call the police. Thank you." "Cut," the thin-faced man said to the cameraman. "That was great, missus," he said to Aunt Gloria. "Do you want me to do it again?" Aunt Gloria said. "Do you want another take?" "No need, love. Are you sure?" "Fine first time round. You're a natural." And within minutes the camera crew had packed up and left. Mum and Rashid saw them out of their van, and the police left at the same time. This meant I was on my own in the room with Aunt Gloria. She sat on the sofa staring into space. "Oh, Ted," she said after a minute of silence. She was looking straight at me and I couldn't understand what her expression meant. I thought she was going to say something cross, but instead she shook her head and her eyes watered. "Did I do all right?" she whispered. Okay, we're going to leave it there for today, and we'll get back to this chapter tomorrow.